Good evening, entrepreneurs, home-based business business owners. How are you today? Question, are you guys spammers? Do you know that you're a spammer? Do you know that you can spam and not even know that you're spamming? How are you? Kenny Salters here. This has been, I've been on a journey. I have been on a real journey. I guess the last couple of weeks, hooked up with this. Hey fam, hooked up with this gentleman that's the head of Branding University, and somehow I got into a coaching that he's doing personally himself. We spoke Tuesday. For about an hour or so, about an hour and a half. And he really just expanded my mind, opened my mind to what's going on out there, what's available out there. By the end of the sessions, now, he actually gave these coaching sessions away. If you seven-figure, I mean, he's revealing a lot of secrets that you have to know that when people do that, they are comfortable in themselves. They're comfortable enough to know that, listen, there's enough out there for anybody that wants to get it. Now, and he's allowing us in this community to come to him, and he's going to personally train us. He can only take on so much. I'm glad that I got in. I'm just phenomenal teaching on. Listen, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, your main objective, not your only objective, but your main objective, your bottom line objective is to make money, right? We want to make money. But it's how you go about it. And the way that he goes about it, excellent. Now, when you can get a guy like this that's on all kind of media, so all kind of social media, and has got a handle on this, to take time out to teach you what he knows, and to teach you to become what's your desire, to help you obtain your desire. And he takes that time out, Selah, pause and think and really listen to what he has to say. Okay, guys, now enough of that. The one of the reasons why I'm coming on tonight is this is something that I learned being in this community and building my business. I've been really building this portion of my business. Hey, cuz. What's up, cuz? I've been building this portion of my business, and with his help and the community, I see that it's on an upswing. There are so many things going on in social media. Now, I don't know how many of you guys are on Twitter, but you business-minded entrepreneur people that are on Twitter, which is a great social platform for your business. So I ran into this one thing as I was doing my business and learning how to do this business, and started engaging people, following people. You follow people on Twitter, and one thing that I kept coming up with is this particular about this. I don't know if it's an app or they call it a service, right? I'm going to give you the name in a minute, but what this particular app does is when you follow someone or you are following someone, it will send out a message, an automated message. And when you get this message, you can't engage these people. Especially now, we're talking about not making friends, but engaging people to see where they are, to see how you can help them get where they're going. And when you receive this message, excuse me, it's a spam chain is what happens when you get involved with this. And the name of it is true twit validation. And once you get this message, when you follow somebody, like with this particular journey that I'm on, that I'm using, it's called a Twitter lead machine, and there's a lot of intricate parts. They're not so intricate that you can't do them, but they're intricate enough that they cause people to react to what you're doing. And when they react to you, when they follow you, and you go in to dialogue with them, you get a message that's from True Twit. And it will say that you have to engage people through this True Twit validation. And there is no validation in this. You can't validate a tweet, right? But they're putting that out there like they can validate a tweet. And if you click on it, then now, in order to talk to this person or dialogue with this person, you have to now join True Twit. True Twit validation. You have to join it. And now once you join it to see what they're talking about, now everybody that you followed on Twitter, everybody gets that True Twit validation. And if you take it and you click it and you join this True Twit, it goes out to everybody now that you follow. Now, and if they don't take it, then they won't see your message. And there are people that have taken it. It's like a spam chain. And what it does is it spams you, and then it causes you to be a spammer, and then it causes all the people that you follow to become spammed with that notice. Every time you try and reach out, now you're a spammer. So what happens is you lose connections, you lose sales, you lose everything that you have because you keep sending that out. You keep sending that out, right? I don't know if you guys are on there, but how many times, if you're on Twitter, how many times do you get this message, right? Use True Twit validation to validate. Click here, go to the link, sign up, and then all you get that message now attached to you. So when you send out your product stuff or your branding stuff or of who you are, and you try to communicate, they get this. And then the only way that they can talk to you is to get this. And they're either going to do one or two things. Either they're going to join up, and then they're going to become spammers, and then they're going to start losing people, or they don't join up, and then they don't get your message, and then you, if you're a part of it, now you don't get the message, and you can't get your stuff out there. And the only way, so they say, the only way that you can get that off is to pay a fee of $20. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to spend $20 to get that off. When you want to, if you're doing business out there, it was explained that this twit validation is the example that the guy told me, my mentor, my coach that's coaching me to be a coach, said it's like this. It's like you're going to a store and you look in the store and you see something you like, and then when you get ready to go in, it's a bouncer there and he's saying, okay, where's your ID? And you know, if you don't have the ID, you can't get in. You can't get in there and look around and do what you want to do because you don't have the ID. Right? So, but if you get this ID, then people have to get an ID to see your stuff and see you're the one that's important. Right? You're the one that's the entrepreneur. You're the one that's the business owner. If you're doing business on this certain platform, and see, if you're in business, you're in business to make money. You're in business. Business is helping people get what they need, right? That's what business is. You helping them get what they need, and in return, they give you what they want you what you are asking for. How important is it, right? And see, so you don't want to get caught up in this Twitter validation. You don't want to be a part of that because now you are cutting yourself off. You are cutting yourself off, and you don't want to cut yourself off from that, right? You don't want to cut yourself. You don't want to cut your any avenue off, right? So I just came on to tell you that, and if you want to, if you have this true twit validation, you need to get rid of it. You need to get rid of it because it goes once you become a member of it, it goes through all your tweet, all your followers. And if they don't follow you, then they can't get your tweets. Does that make sense to you? Now they can't get your tweets because they don't have the ID. And as I was going through it, it wasn't told to, it was told to me later on because I didn't go through the whole thing. But it just so happens that when I did run up on True Twit validation, I was like, man, this don't look right. And then I did one click and went through, and I'm like, you mean to tell me that in order for me to engage you, I have to, there you go. Messages. I should have turned that off. You mean to tell me that in order for me, this is because for a year I've been working on this on this computer and getting kind of savvy. I would say kind of savvy. And I saw this and I'm like, what? Because I had followed them, and then they turn around to check to make sure that this is a that I'm not a robot, right? Well, if I'm a robot, I'm going to follow you. A robot is going to follow you anyway. It's nothing that can validate that. But what happens is when you start clicking it, then you become a part of that. And now if anybody wants to follow you or see your tweets or get involved with you, they need this validation card. And then it goes out to all your followers. It just didn't sound right to me. So I took it back to the to my group, to my online group, to the online community, and I asked about that. And they were like, no, no, delete that immediately. So before I went all in and before I became a part of it, which you don't want to do, before I came apart, I just deleted it. You have to, when you see that, just delete it. Don't go on any further. Delete it, right? But if you've done it already, there's a way out without paying $20, right? And if you are in that and you want to get out of that, this is what I'm going to do for you. You DM me, right? Personal message me, and I will explain to you how to get out of that. It's a simple process if you know what you're doing, if you know how to do it. But if you don't know how to do it, then you're stuck with it and you're spamming all over the place, and you're not getting out there. In social media, your main objective is to get eyeballs on your stuff continually. You want to get new eyeballs on your stuff. You know, we have friends that watch us, but when you go, you know, when you syndicate, you're not just on one platform where your friends are. You're going worldwide, and that's what you want to do. You want new eyes on your stuff. You want to brand you, so that when you come up, they're like, oh man, what is he talking about? What is she talking about? What's going on, right? And then because you want to speak to people, that are looking for what you have, or you're looking for people that need help that you can help them with. So, with that said, if you have this true twit validation, and I see it every day because of what I do, I see it every day. And when I just shake my head, I'm like, wow, man. Wow. And they don't even know it. See, so there's things that are going on that you, if you want eyeballs on your stuff, then you need to get rid of some of that stuff. Okay. And if you want to get rid of it, DM me. If you want to keep it, you go for it. But I'm telling you, it is not helping you. It is not validating tweets. It is not doing anything but making you invisible. What's up, DP? It is making you invisible. And in today's market is social media. So you don't want to cut yourself off. You want to broaden yourself. All right, brother. It's all good, Daryl. It's all good. So you want eyes on your stuff. You know, you love your friends and family, but you want to get out there so that people see you, more people see you, so that you can do business, so that you can help people, right? That's what we do. That's social media. Okay, guys? Listen, thanks a lot for listening up. And again, if you got that true twit validation attached to you and you want to get rid of it so people can see your stuff, DM me. If you want to keep it and stay invisible and think you're not invisible, keep it, right? I can show you how to get rid of it. Okay, guys. Once again, thanks a lot. It's been a while. Thanks a lot for stopping in. Brother Darrell, thanks for stopping in. And as I always say, love big. Love big. All right, guys. I'll see you again in a couple days.